Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Sam.
I'm Rebecca.
Thanks for hanging out with us. This month we are watching 20 movies in 30 days, and we're on week 3. The first week of the month we watched movies from the 80s. The second week, last week, we watched movies from the 90s, and this week we are watching movies from the 2000s, starting with Iron Man. So there's been a handful of movies that we've watched that you hadn't seen before. It was your first viewing.
Yes.
Have you seen Iron Man before?
I have seen Iron Man.
Okay.
Feel like I've accomplished something. I've actually seen a movie.
When did you watch it?
I don't know, probably a couple years after it came out.
Did you know much about the character prior to the movie?
I didn't know anything about... I'm much more of a DC girl.
Yeah.
Generally. But I did read a lot of the Spider-Man comics. So Spider-Man was my boy. So through Spider-Man, I think I ran into Iron Man a couple times.
Yeah.
But only a little bit.
Okay.
And I really didn't know anything about the character. I do remember liking the movie, although I don't generally love Marvel films.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. But what they've done is incredible. I have lots of critiques on their individual films, but the massive universe that they've created is just... It's fantastic. It's amazing.
It'll be interesting to kind of like revisit this one and kind of go back to the beginnings of the whole MCU arc.
This was kind of the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Minus like maybe a bad Hulk film or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And it wasn't even played by the same guy. Hulk wasn't even played by the same guy, I think.
Right.
So this is the beginning of the MCU. Having just recently watched some of the most recent stuff like Shang-Chi and stuff like that, It'll be interesting to see all the way back at the beginning, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the tone and feel of this is from the beginning versus what it is now. Well, let's jump into the movie.
It's interesting, in the Disney description of this, it says like action adventure sci-fi, which is interesting that it's classified as sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I feel like the superhero genre it's an own entire thing, apart from science fiction, you know? I understand that technically this is science fiction. Oh yeah. Classic Afghanistan grade. Grayish brown, everything.
Kind of just looks like Arizona where we live, though.
Yeah. I bet you could have filmed it in Arizona. I wonder where they did film it. It could have been Arizona for all we know. Probably New Mexico.
Having a hard time not looking at you now. Is that weird? Come on, it's okay. Laugh. Hey!
Sir, I have a question to ask.
Yes, please.
He's fun.
Is it true you went 12?
I don't want to see this on your MySpace page. Please, no gang signs.
No,
No, throw it up. I'm kidding. Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'll be out of a job with peace.
What?
There's a great like opening establishment of his character, like who he is.
He's kind of lackadaisical, like real, like, doesn't take things seriously. But all of a sudden, we're in a very serious moment.
Right.
Wait, give me a gun! Here!
Oof. That was a good effect, just everything, all those, like, light dots all of a sudden.
Yeah.
With his name on it.
Right.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I like this slightly off-kilter frame. He's not in the center, he's kind of to the side.
Yeah.
Like, he's been thrown off of
Yeah.
what his thing should be.
Right.
जिनको तुम वहशी दरिंदे समझते हो वीरान और बंजर कोनों में इस खातिर जमा हो रहे हैं
That was a nice pull-out reveal.
What a good start.
Yeah.
We are very much in the action already.
Serving with a real patriot. He is
Caesar's
my
Palace.
friend.
We just did a shoot for those guys.
Sort of.
It is my honor to present this year's Apogee Award to Mr. Tony Stark. Tony?
It's great. The award for the Playboy
Right.
is given at like Las Vegas Casino. And he's not there.
Right.
The best thing about Tony is also the worst thing. He's always working.
That's a fun cut.
Very much establishing his character, Playboy philanthropist. It's fascinating to me that people with that much money have any appeal to gambling. Is that even true?
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
Other nickname.
High tide will be 10:52 a.m.
Man,
Nice, cool pull-out shot.
wow. You think they did that with a drone or a helicopter? Since it was 2008, maybe a helicopter.
I do anything and everything that Mr. Stark requires, including occasionally taking out the trash.
Nice. Pepper is not like to be messed with either.
What are you trying to get rid of me for? What, do you got plans?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I don't like it when you have plans.
I'm allowed to have plans on my birthday.
Oh.
Come on, get yourself something nice for me.
I already did.
And?
Oh, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Very tasteful. Thank you, Mr. Stark.
You're welcome, Miss Potts.
Man, there's some sexual tension already with them, I think.
It's nice. Like, got the banter, and then it gets kind of soft. It's nice.
Yeah. Just very different than the, like, back and forth he had with the other girl earlier.
Right.
A little more intimate, a little more knowledgeable. She actually knows him.
Oh, I thought I lost you back there. You did, sir.
He's, like, always playing.
For 3 hours, you got me standing.
Waiting on you now. Let's go.
Wow.
We're just talking about a nightcap.
Hot sake?
Yes, two, please.
No, I'm not drinking. I don't want any. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
A lot of good cuts here.
Yeah.
Telling the story quickly. Getting to it.
This is all a nice setup of contrast to the situation he's in currently, right?
I love that we're already aware that he's there.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just get to see his sort of self-absorbedness through the lens of him being captured already.
Right.
Is it better to be feared or respected?
Isn't it usually better to be feared or loved?
I think so.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
Wow.
That's a fun effect with all their hats and everything going off.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
I'm sorry, this is the fun bee. The humdrum bee's back there.
Nice job.
See you back, bitch.
Little glimpse of that disc going in his chest.
Not exactly the kind of hospital you'd want to wake up in.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that shot. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Stop. Ugh. Ugh. Makes me want to sneeze.
This is all the opposite of the life he knows and lives in on a regular basis, right?
Right. It's not clean. It's not sleek.
Right.
It's not sexy. There's no automation. He's hooked up to a car battery.
Yeah. It's a nice overhead shot to give us this reveal. Jeez, man. So freaky looking.
This does feel like science fiction. Anytime you implant like metal into someone's body,
Sure.
sci-fi.
A little like Frankenstein-y.
Yeah.
Dead. Because it takes about a week for the barbs to reach the vital organs.
What is this?
That?
It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look glamorous or flashy right now. Right now it's just like pure rough and dirty functional.
Yeah. He zipped up his coat so the makeup people don't have to do it every day.
Yeah.
He wants you to build the missile.
اللي انت كنت بتعرضه على الناس.
The Jericho missile that you demonstrated.
نزل ايدك.
I refuse.
There's that cut
Another
again.
good cut, yeah.
We just go, I refuse, and you see the consequences of it. I feel like 2008 was still a time when it was popular to have people of Middle Eastern descent as bad guys.
Yeah.
But we like past that now.
Right.
There's always a different thing that's popular to be the bad guy.
Sure.
And I feel like in the US from like the early 2000s to the late 2000s, it was very much Middle Eastern people.
Right.
In the 60s and 70s, it was the Russians.
Sure.
Because we're in the middle of the Cold War. I think we're maybe back to the Russians again for some reason.
من أصدقائنا الرؤساء الأمريكان.
He's just carrying that car battery so casually.
I was noticing that too.
Those are so stupid heavy.
Yeah.
Some prop maker got the outside of one.
Right.
Gutted it so he could carry it on set.
Your life's work in the hands of those murderers. Is that how you want to go out? Is this the last act of defiance of the great Tony Stark? Or are you going to do something about it?
Do anything. They're gonna kill me either way, and if they don't, I'll probably be dead in a week.
Well then, this is a very important week for you, isn't it?
That's a good line. Give him that good drive for a mission.
This is like the most important week of his life.
Yeah.
What are you gonna choose?
Right.
How are you gonna handle it?
Right. What are you gonna do with your reputation and your legacy?
Careful. Careful, we only get one shot.
This is a fun sequence.
He's added a rope to his
Yeah.
thing to carry around.
Right.
A little progression in the prop.
Yeah, it's nice.
What do I call you?
My name is Jensen.
Vincent. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And progression in their relationship.
Technically, I suppose it's a montage of sorts, but we get these little scenes.
Right, these little vignettes.
Yeah, I like it. he's quite prideful and quite arrogant. But you also have this person who graduated MIT at, what did it say, 15, 17?
Yeah, right.
Like, he's probably lonely.
Yeah.
There's probably very few people who can reach his level. And he knows that.
This is our ticket out of here.
What is it?
Getting just little glimpses of the suit. There you go.
Lovely. The fact that he was able to draw the pieces on separate pieces of paper.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that he's a genius, but also really good with his hands.
Nice.
Very fuzzy.
Yep.
Just little glimpses.
Right, don't give it to us too soon.
Like a good cabaret, you gotta pull the glove off first.
Right, like this piece is a little more shiny and glamorous than the first one. Not as rough and dirty.
He's put together, they're playing a gentleman's game.
Yeah. Sound effects play a large part in all of this too. Just like making all the props feel real and cool.
I feel like it seems obvious that they're not making what he wants them to make. But maybe not. We are getting the background pieces. Also, we know what the Iron Man suit is going to look like.
Right.
They could have no possible imagining that he's making an Iron Man suit.
Right.
Iron Man doesn't exist yet.
But today, whoever holds the latest Stark weapons rules these lands.
It's a nice little motion, just very subtle hand.
Nice directing, seeing their connection.
You have till tomorrow to assemble my missile.
Level up the stakes. Gotta give it a timeline.
I love these shots backlit.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
I like how the hammering is like kind of musical. It like fits with the score. Nice. Good hero power shot on the mask.
This is the point where I'm like, how do they not notice what's going on? Uh-oh. Now they see what's going on for real.
Experts! Experts!
That's a nice reveal.
Yeah.
Nice camera reveal.
Yeah. Oh man, it finished fast there at the end.
Oh, that's a cool shot. All the other lights fade out. Just the camera, the computer stays on. That's cool.
Ooh. Good reveal.
Yep.
Don't even really recognize him as a human.
Nice.
Little hero music.
Yeah.
To back it up.
Right.
A little shaky cam from his perspective.
Sure.
We get to see it's a little blurry.
Right. Again, the sound effects of the suit moving. It's nice.
Like a really giant trash can.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining the Foley artist like banging around back there.
Yeah.
One of those metal trash cans people used to have.
And winding a clock.
Yeah.
Like pivots. Yeah. This is cool, right? They're all afraid now.
Yeah.
Like, they're not in power anymore.
Yeah. This guy, he's moving slower.
Right.
Because we know that he's got it under control.
Right.
He's not running quickly.
Yep.
Come on, you gotta go see your family. Get up.
My family's dead. I'm going to see them now, Stark.
That's a nice line.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your life.
That'll change you.
I feel like that's an example of a good death in a film.
Yeah.
It means something.
Yeah.
It advances the plot. It changes the direction of Tony's life.
Right.
His death was not in vain. It did give him the extra time. So many check marks for a good death. One of his guys has a lace cap, and it's so nice.
My turn.
Scary.
It's nice. And it's like a new weapon we haven't seen him use yet. Just like full-on flamethrower.
Yeah.
Just like, again, shows his like power.
With the Stark Industries, he's just burning
right.
so much of his own stuff.
Right. And it's just like single-handedly like walking through and like destroying the whole camp.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd stay and shoot at this point. I think I'd be running.
Yeah.
Much sooner. There's no stars on this part of the set. Like, this is all just stuntmen just doing their thing today. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's the director and a bunch of stuntmen.
Yeah, wow, look at that explosion.
Nice.
And
wow,
look at that.
Wow.
That's good, right? It can't work perfectly the first time.
No. Ooh, ow. I understand he has to stay alive from that fall, but I don't think he would have stayed alive from that fall.
It's great, all the different pieces of the armor just all over the place. This is good gradual progression, right? Like, everything can't work 100% at this point of the story.
Right.
You gotta build up to it.
But he did it.
Yeah. He accomplished the goal he was trying to do.
He's throwing up a peace sign. It's ironic.
Yeah.
Him saying, like, I love peace.
Yeah.
But without it, with peace, I would lose all my...
I'd be out of a job.
Yeah, but now...
How was the fun bee? Next time you ride with me, okay?
That's nice.
Very intimate, in a good way.
You need those friends.
Pepper's worried for him.
Yeah.
Because she's a good lady. We'll put him in a wheelchair to show that he's hurt, but we'll have him walk down to show that it didn't get him.
Your eyes are red. A few tears for your long-lost boss?
Tears of joy. I hate job hunting.
Yeah, vacation's over. There are two things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger, and the other
That's enough of that.
is not what you think. I want to call for a press conference. Yeah.
Conference?
Hogan,
What on
drive.
earth for?
Cheeseburger first.
Oh, I get that. There's something about a real American cheeseburger,
Right.
or like American pizza,
Right.
that other places do not. It's not the same.
We need to debrief Mr. Stark about the circumstances of his escape.
I'll put something in the book, shall I?
Thank you.
Coulson's so sweet.
Yeah. Nice little introduction to that whole line and character.
And that is why, effective immediately, I am shutting down the weapons manufacturer division of Stark International. Until such a
What we should take away from this is that Tony's back, and he's healthier than
Yeah,
ever.
let's spin it. That's almost the whole movie right there.
Yeah.
We see him, he has a change,
Right.
he implements it. It's like a nice whole
Right.
piece.
And introduce like a conflict between him and Tony now.
It works.
And there's something about him going and like buttoning the shirt back up that just has a certain there's a certain power pull.
Control.
Stark Industries. I've got one recommendation.
This guy.
Ready? Ready? New Stark Industries business plan.
Jeez.
Wow, I hate these guys.
This is like an actual person. He's playing himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I don't think that I'm qualified to do this.
You are the most capable, qualified, trustworthy person I've ever met.
This is nice. We're getting to see their progression of the relationship.
It's already almost like husband and wife. Like very intimate.
Right.
Very close. They trust each other a lot. Oh, that sound.
The sounds are helping.
Plasma. Make sure that when you pull it out, you don't pull out there's a magnet at the end of it. That was it. You just pulled out. Okay.
Oh, God.
I was
Okay.
not expecting.
What
Don't
do
put
I
it
do?
back in. Don't put it back in.
What's wrong?
Gee. Yow! Is that so hard?
Was that so hard?
Don't ever ask me to do anything like that ever again.
I don't have him, but you.
Aw. These little moments of truth that come out of the snarkiness and the sarcasm.
Mostly with her.
Right.
That's my phone. That's a picture of me and my dad. Right there.
It's a nice shot seeing him like back to business in the background, and she's kind of still thinking about the piece.
Colonel, why not a pilot without the plane?
Look who fell out of the sky, Mr. Tony Stark.
He literally fell out of the sky. I love the sand pouring out of his eyes.
Yeah. That's a great pose, just holding it up. And this guy.
Those sunglasses? I want those. His glasses match the outline. It gives us a good idea of what's gonna happen. It's really clever with the costuming to have the glasses just look like it's gonna fit like a puzzle piece on his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this montage.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite montages.
Dummy, look alive. We're on standby for fire safety. You?
The filming is very jolty.
Right.
It does a good job of imitating that a robot's doing it.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
The fire extinguisher. That's fun. There's again fun setup on like the fire extinguisher, be ready, and then it
gets him
going off even though he's not on fire.
I like the personality of the little guy.
Right. And him interacting with the robots. I feel like also like gives the robots personality.
Yeah. We're starting to set up Jarvis for later.
This is a flight stabilizer. It's completely wrong. I didn't expect that.
Pepper is a rock of a woman.
Yeah.
Like, she has to be.
Right.
Ooh, I love bad guys who play the piano.
The board is claiming you have post-traumatic stress. They're filing an injunction.
A what?
He seems so sensible and reasonable, right? He's on Tony's side.
For lack of a better option, Dummy is still on fire safety. If you douse me again and I'm not on fire, I'm donating you to City College. Right, nice and easy.
It seems sad.
Yeah.
And they're like,
yeah.
sound.
Again, the sound effects play a big part.
Yeah, making it real.
In 3, 2, 1.
There it is.
Cool. Man, those pieces of paper layering to become Iron Man is almost an image of what this movie does. We're layering piece upon piece upon piece until finally we see the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's doing so good.
Yeah.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
His expressions are all right there on his face. As a human, as Tony Stark.
Oh, a little more stable now. Bringing it down.
He's like looking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good personality and like the movement. Heyo.
Jarvis, you there?
At your service, sir.
It's getting cool now.
Display. Check on
We're
control
still not
surfaces.
seeing the super set like pieces.
Yep.
We're just seeing like we see the feet, we see the arms, we see him side.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're getting a little reveal.
Yep. More and more.
Give me a wide. We like the wides.
But not too soon. And bam.
Yeah.
Right with the music.
Here we go. It's
a cool power hero shot.
It's almost Iron Man now.
Sir, there are still terabytes of calculations needed before an actual flight is a
Jarvis.
In 2008, I'd never used a terabyte of something.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
But now, I have stuff where I deal with terabytes of information quite frequently.
Right.
We've come a long way.
And it's like a dream.
Nice.
He's out of the lab now. Again, nice gradual progressions of like bringing things, leveling things up in a good steady pace.
Yeah.
Opposed to going from 0 to 60 all at once.
Yeah. Yeah, usually in the superhero film, the costume is like pretty quick.
Yeah.
But because the superhero is the costume, or the costume is the superhero in this one, you have to do a little better. You have to like take your time.
Sir, there is a potentially fatal buildup of ice occurring. Keep going! Higher!
Oh. That's a nice way to show it. The light of the eyes.
Oh, nice. I love that acting there. The like, panic moment. It's great.
So freaky.
Oh, free fall. Ooh, getting close. Yikes. I think you're a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, and it's probably not healthy.
Yeah. It's a good scene, good setup for later on. Without being too on the nose, that is a setup for later on.
I forgot about that.
Yes. Nice comeback. Great. That's brilliant.
He's always falling out of the sky.
Mm-hmm. Back to this relationship.
It's a good through line. Keep the emotional core.
It's nice.
Pepper is that person that fits into the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world.
Yeah.
Like Tony Stark would be nowhere without her.
Right.
She keeps everything straight. She keeps his morals in check.
Yeah.
His heart. Yes, let's give the scary bad guy a good scar on the face now.
That was a good transition. Look, there's that mask.
Pressurization is problematic. I'm thinking icing is probably a factor.
A very astute observation, sir.
I like how sort of snarky Jarvis is.
Suffering from post-traumatic stress.
He's got notes doodled on his mask.
Yeah.
That's so detailed and beautiful.
The render is complete.
Here we go.
And just going past. I wonder if that car's actually going slower and all the other cars are stopped. He's just driving past to get that shot.
We're starting to grow our suspicions about this guy.
Look great, Hef.
Nice little cameo there.
Let's just put something on the books. How about the 24th?
She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
God.
But I could fire you if that'd take the edge off.
I actually don't think that you could tie your shoes without me.
I'd make it a week. I didn't approve any shipment.
Well, your company did.
Well, I'm not my company.
Who do you think locked you out? I was the one who filed the injunction against you. It's the only way I could protect you.
There's the midpoint. There's the change. This is gonna push us forward.
Right.
Have been driven from their homes, displaced from their lands by war.
Just the arm in red. Very tactful. And how we get to see the suit.
Recent violence has been attributed to a group of foreign fighters referred to by locals as the 10 Rings.
The 10 Rings? Like Shang-Chi? I wonder if that goes through, like they're related.
The pressure's all building up. Everything around him. Like stuff going on in the Middle East because of his company and like the person he thought he could trust that was like on his side, like his partner.
Almost a father figure.
Right. It's a cool sequence. All the pieces.
Here we go. Midpoint through the movie.
Boom.
And we've got the whole suit.
Yep. And he's gonna go do something about it, dang it.
Yeah. A little Star Wars sweep.
You get to follow a specific family, right?
Now this violence means something with a little story, a little vignette of what's going on.
Right.
Bam. Hero shot.
Yep.
Nothing like a little vigilante justice.
Yeah. This is a nice moment. We've seen his other suit powers before. What's he gonna do next? That.
The hostage thing is like no longer an issue.
Yeah. He gets a new legacy now.
Yeah. Deus Ex Machina. Like,
boom.
A machine of the gods,
yeah,
right?
Right, yeah.
Literally a god machine out of the sky.
Right. But the bad guys in the Middle East aren't his only enemy.
He just duck. He just like stepped out of the way. Bam.
Nice.
I love this. Him just destroying his weaponry. From the beginning where he's like, you gotta have a bigger stick.
Right.
Now he has the biggest stick and he's using it to take all the sticks away.
Yeah.
I know there's some complexities to this in like modern warfare, but like the imagery is good.
Oh, what are we dealing with here?
So this guy ends up being recast as Don Cheadle, right?
Yeah.
Someone stepped in and did your job for you.
Why do you sound out of breath, Tony?
I'm not. I was just jogging in the canyon.
I thought you were driving.
I was driving to the canyon where I'm gonna jog.
You sure you don't have any tech?
Good banter. Good pacing on the banter.
Okay, good, because I'm staring at one right now and it's about to be blown to Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
That's my exit.
Man, he's just playing with them.
Yeah.
It's neat. We've got a protagonist and an antagonist in this fight.
Yeah.
But we're actually on both people's sides.
Right.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Mark your position and return to base. Roger that,
On your belly. It looks like a man. Shake him off.
Oof. Ow. Ooh, ow. Ooh, bad. Man, Rhodey has to make some calls now.
Right.
What do you do in this situation? Which is great, because again, you've got the protagonist and the antagonist, but nobody's a bad guy. Like, no one actually wants to kill each other, ultimately.
Whiplash 2, do you see a shoot?
Negative. No shoot. No shoot.
Now we got a new conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of everything.
These fights are great.
Yeah.
Now, what am I supposed to tell the press?
Training exercise. Isn't that the usual BS?
It's not that simple. An unfortunate training exercise.
There's that cut again.
Yep.
Occurred yet. As for the unexpected turn of events,
If this isn't a bad guy living room, I don't know what is.
Red and black silk.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a tight fit, sir.
I love Pepper, always very perfect in her heels. Very different from what he is, right? Than this.
Uh-huh.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Are those bullet holes?
There's some stakes involved, right?
Mhm.
There's concern.
She grounds this movie.
Yes. Boom. Reveal.
Oof. You. Little rat.
Leave your guards outside.
Rid of the armor and the rest of it. All right, let's finish up here.
There's a clear plan from the beginning, right? He comes out and...
His lights right over his eyes.
You did not tell us that the target you paid us to kill was the great Tony Stark. As you can see, Obadiah Stane.
More and more reveals that he's not great.
Yeah. Jeff Bridges is great.
He always gets the good stuff, doesn't he?
He can play like super chill, casual, likable.
Yeah.
As well as like high power, high exec bad guy.
Better get back there.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that today's paper?
Nice shot.
Mm-hmm. Go, 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 go. Don't run, but maybe you should run a little bit.
We had an appointment. Did you forget about our appointment?
Nope, right now. Come with me. We're gonna have it right
That's a nice, great timing on that.
Yeah, we've been working our best to do it.
He's mad now.
Okay, sir, that's what we're trying to do, but honestly, it's impossible.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not Tony Stark.
Good interchange.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like when you're in a cave, you have no other choice but to do it. This guy gets to go home to his wife and family. You know? Oh.
I worried that I was...
A little bit of that tilt.
Yeah, yeah.
Show the
killing
evilness.
One last golden egg to give.
It's nice the ghoul lighting is like practical also,
Mhm.
but it's also giving that spooky look on his face.
Yeah.
Or maybe not practical, but motivated rather.
Yeah, motivated.
Oh, what a masterpiece.
Look at that Senate coming in on them.
This is your life.
Okay, where's Tony now?
I don't know. He's not answering his phone. Please go over there and make sure everything's okay.
This is a great opportunity for S.H.I.E.L.D. to come in, like these guys, to assist Pepper and Tony.
Start establishing that early.
Yeah.
The makeup on him right now is just like fantastic. He looks so pale. The veins from the little machine and the sweat that they've added to his shirt.
Right. Everything that says he's dying.
Yeah, and exerting himself trying to get there.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job playing it up too.
Of course.
This is lovely.
Yeah.
Pepper is the real hero of the story. He would have nothing without her. Come on, man, you can do it. That's great.
Yeah. All the characters.
Look at its little eyes.
Yeah. Good boy. Right, all the characters we've seen along the way and like nicely set up along the way are all coming together now. That click into place.
Sound does a lot in this film.
You might want to take a few steps back.
I love we're establishing Coulson as a bit of a badass.
Yeah.
He's very calm.
Understated.
It's one thing to have Tony as like Iron Man, very ostentatious, but Coulson's the real deal.
You need me to do anything else?
Keep the skies clear.
Nice. Because we established it earlier.
And straight out the way we came.
Nice.
A little like,
yeah.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Next time, baby.
Yep.
I didn't realize there would be a next time for him because I didn't catch that they switched the characters or the actors.
He was building a suit.
I thought it'd be bigger.
No. It is bigger. We're gonna need a bigger boat. This is sort of similar to the moment of all the other guys coming into the cave.
Yeah.
And not knowing yet.
Right.
It's like a repeated motif.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Good camera lift.
Yeah. It is bigger.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh man, she just made it.
Tony, are you okay? I'm fine. Listen, you better get out there. Get out there right now.
Whoa. So crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can definitely see the animation a bit on this.
Sure.
But still.
Yeah. They've done the work to make it compelling.
Yes. Coming up behind her through the thing gets me, even if I can see the animation. Ooh, nice.
What a catch.
Power reduced to 19%.
Oof. The little things like him going down to one knee, like do a lot, right?
Oh, he looks very like King Kong-y.
Yeah.
Just picks that bike up like a toy.
Yeah, he's lost his humanity.
Yeah, it is very animalistic. Man, I think this is nice. I think this is a good point of like, oh, nice catch.
Yeah.
Tony's whole thing was like, he made weapons and then other people used them for evil. And here we have that imagery again of like, he made a weapon and someone else is using it for evil.
I know the math. Do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so heavy.
Right.
You can feel the heaviness in the animation.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
13% power, sir.
Climb!
I love Jarvis giving us updates on where it is.
11%.
It's good for raising the stakes.
Yeah.
You had a great idea, Tony, but my suit is more advanced in every way.
How'd you solve the icing problem?
Icing problem. Might want to look into it.
Since his suit is all iced up, Tony's isn't. Nice hero shot.
2%.
But the stakes still matter.
Yeah.
The given circumstances are still taken seriously.
Yeah. I don't remember how he gets out of this.
Yeah, me neither.
It's good. It's still brain versus brawn, right?
Yeah.
Tony's superpower is not the suit. It's that he's super smart.
Right.
Tony!
This isn't working. We're gonna
gonna have to overload the reactor and blast the roof.
Well, how are you gonna do that?
You're gonna do it. Go to the central console, open up all the circuits.
Again, Pepper is the reason anything gets done, ever. And then we have another person falling from the sky.
Yeah. Here's another overhead shot like we had at the beginning of him knocked out.
Mm-hmm. He literally gave his whole heart for this.
Yeah.
Here's your alibi.
Okay.
He's involved with S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Just stick to the official statement and soon this will all be behind you.
It's kind of a long take.
You'll be hearing from us.
From the Strategic Homeland and
Just call us S.H.I.E.L.D.
the night that we danced and went up on the roof and you went downstairs to get me a drink and you left me there by myself.
Oh, man, I had forgotten that's what he did too.
The freeway and the rooftop.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stark, but do you honestly expect us to believe that that was a bodyguard in a suit?
It's nice that we're using her throughout.
Yeah.
I never said you were a superhero.
Didn't? Well, good, because that would be outlandish and fantastic. I'm just not the hero type, clearly, with this laundry list of character defects, all the mistakes I made, largely.
Poor Rhodey.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
She's still sitting there.
Nice.
And credits.
What a great way to end.
Yeah.
I love that list of like, with all these character defects, I'm not really a superhero.
Yeah.
I am Iron Man. It's a great like little encapsulation of what he is and what kind of superhero he'll be.
Right.
He's very straightforward.
Right.
He doesn't really lie. He tells people the truth.
Mhm.
Even when it's sucky, he just does it in a snarky way.
Yeah.
Wait, does this one have an end screen?
I don't know. I don't know if they
remember.
were doing that sort of thing back in the day.
That sort of thing. Filmed in the United States of America. So it was probably New Mexico and a little bit of California.
Southwest somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, for all the desert stuff. Thought it looked like where we live.
Well, there you go. There's that.
Here we go, end
Jarvis.
credits.
Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Who the hell are
I
you?
love that. As you're watching this movie, you've become part of a bigger universe you just don't know yet. Because that's what this movie did, right? It goes, you are now a part of, you are now watching something in a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching that through again after
Yeah.
several years.
Yes.
Forgive me for everything I'm about to say right now. I'm terrible, I know. I feel like the Marvel movies we've seen recently don't reflect the same sort of storytelling. And it seems to me, again, I'm so sorry. It seems to me that the movies we see now have turned into parodies of themselves.
Yeah.
And not like parodies that are aware of themselves, but parodies that think they're still going. It feels like they no longer have the same sort of umph and substance that this first movie has.
Yeah, I feel like this has everything I'd want out of a movie. There's adventure, there's a little bit of romance, there's some complex like ethical dilemmas. How do you stop weapons from being used badly? Because sometimes it seems like sometimes the only answer is to build a better, bigger weapon, and then what happens, right?
Yeah.
And when do you stop that cycle? And the character development of Tony from like, can I say ass?
Sure.
Kind of an ass. Until just like, I don't know, he's still himself, right?
Right.
Very much, it's not like he's a perfect guy or really sweet now, but he's
Had a change of heart.
He's had a change, literally had a change of heart, right? And there's so many of those moments, those nice things of like, we see him having a change of heart and literally having the change of heart, right? There's all these like layers within this film.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like, not across the board, but I just don't feel like a lot of the more recent stuff has those kind of layers.
I imagine it's hard when you have the type of volume that the MCU has to maintain a certain level of robustness.
Yeah. And that's why I say what I said at the beginning. I have lots of complaints for Marvel movies throughout the years. Lots of things I love as well, but lots of complaints over the overall plot. But the universe that they've created is incredible. I didn't realize they were mentioning like the 10 rings, the organization of the 10 rings in this first one. And then we come all the way forward to Shang-Chi.
Sure.
And we start getting the background of that story, right?
I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to say like, and back in 2008, they knew for sure that in 2021,
Yes.
they would definitely make that film.
I will give you that, 100%. But you have to give me the universe they created is incredible.
Sure.
I understand maybe they didn't plan that exactly, but
Yeah.
they've created a cinematic universe, which I don't feel like anyone has really done before. Not to that degree. So I'm split in my opinion of Marvel, but my opinion of this movie, I'm 100% for it. I liked Terrence Howard as Rhodey.
Me too.
Don't want to say anything bad about Don Cheadle. I don't have anything bad to say about Don Cheadle, actually. But I think I liked this guy's look better. He felt a bit more, I don't know, I just liked his vibe as the person who ends up being, what is it, War Machine? I think Don Cheadle does a great job, but coming back to this, I'm like, yeah, I liked this casting.
Yeah.
That was a good first choice.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a bit bulkier, and for like a guy who's in the military and who's gonna be a superhero called War Machine.
Yeah.
I like the idea of him being a bit stockier.
Sure.
Don Cheadle, I feel like, is a little more slim. Of course, you can always play against your type. And again, I think Don Cheadle does a great job. But I did like this casting.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for watching along with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we'll be continuing our journey through the 2000s with Nacho Libre.
A comedy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we do as many comedies. Has that been true?
They've been sprinkled throughout.
I like a good comedy.
Yeah.
A good comedy. A good comedy.
A good comedy. Is Nacho Libre a good comedy?
You'll have to come back tomorrow.
You'll have to come back tomorrow. Wow, look at that.
We'll see. We'll see. I've got opinions.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, if you care at all about hearing Rebecca's opinions, come back tomorrow and hang out with us as we watch Nacho Libre. In the meantime, if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do. It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it.
And we'll see you tomorrow for Nacho Libre.